this week I'm planning to make a lot of meals that have salmon and tuna in them, so I just got a lot of vegetables and things that would pair really well with that, and I looked at some recipes on Pinterest, got some inspiration, and then just went grocery shopping for that. I'm also planning on doing cream of rice and chia seed pudding for breakfast, so I got the supplies for that as well. I spent about $65, which is a lot, and I need to work on not spending as much money on groceries, because if I'm being honest, that's probably where I spend the most money. Successful grocery trip. Talking's a little annoying because it kind of sounds like my mouth is full of cotton, which it feels like my mouth is full of cotton because I'm still healing from my wisdom teeth. But I wanted to give you guys a rundown on the classes I'm taking this semester and kind of like where I'm at in the graduation process, I guess. So my major is business, my minor is art, and then I was in the process of getting a graphic design concentration. But on my graduation audit, I had planned out everything. I was talking to my graphic design professor and he was like, oh, you need graphic design 3, which they only offer in the fall. So I had missed like the window to take graphic design 3. So I was kind of like, well, that sucks. So I'd have to do a graphic design internship and I just don't really want to. And honestly, I was just kind of doing it because like I know I'm gonna need to use graphic design skills in my business. It will be very helpful. So that's why I was doing it, but I can just take the classes and not get the concentration. It doesn't really bother me. So this semester I'm signed up for graphic design 2 and typography 2, and I'm either gonna take both of those or just one of them. I just emailed my professor asking him which one he thought would be the most helpful for me, so we'll see what he says. That's kind of the situation with my major, minor, and concentration. I literally have 6 credits of business electives left, and then I'm completely done. All the other classes I'm taking are just like for funsies, which is crazy and very exciting because as my school load lightens, I'm gonna be doing a lot more work on social media, so it's gonna kind of even out, but I'm excited. One of the major things that I do to prepare for a new semester is plugging in all of my classes into my calendar, and I like to customize the color palette. So I'm gonna show you how to do that and walk you through how to get your own customized colors on the Apple Calendar. So the first step in customizing your calendar is to find a good color palette or one that you really like. So I use good old Pinterest. It's important that you know the hex code for the color that you want. The classes I'm taking this semester are typography, photography, content marketing, choir, and then I'm doing a directed study. So I already have a couple of these programmed in here. They aren't the colors that I want, but it's like a pretty good outline of kind of my schedule, but I do have to add a few. So you're gonna go to File, New Calendar, and it's gonna create a new one for you. Photography. You can switch these around a little bit. I like to do them kind of in the order that they are throughout the day, just so I can see what the colors will look like next to each other. Since all the calendars are programmed in here, now I'm gonna go through and change all of the colors. To do that, you just double click and go to custom color. After clicking custom color, you should get a pop-up that has like a bunch of different sliders. Most importantly, it should say hex color number, and that's where you're gonna type in the number for the color that you want. Just add that in and the color should be changed. So now we have green for photography, content marketing. I'm gonna do like a slate bluish color. So now you should have all of your custom colors, and it's really nice because then your calendar ends up looking very aesthetic and personalized to you. When choosing a color palette, one thing I recommend is finding one that has pretty differentiated colors, because if it's just like a bunch of blues, they can tend to like kind of all look very similar, and so it's harder to kind of distinguish what's going on in your calendar. I've been doing this since my freshman year and I really like it. One thing I also like to do, I haven't done this past few semesters because I think I just got lazy, but I also like to match up the color in calendars to the color in Canvas. So if photography in my calendar is green, I would make sure that same color green is the cover for Canvas, so I just kind of associate it with that, and that makes it even easier to recognize when you have what going on. That's one of my big tips for starting out your semester strong and getting your schedule figured out. So go team. Good morning. I am headed to my hair appointment. I'm getting a haircut, so I thought I'd bring you along. This is definitely something that I would say a lot of people do to prep for a new year, a new semester. So yeah, I just thought it would be pertinent. And plus everybody always asks me to like show hair stuff. So here we go. Time to get a haircut. It's like so blurry.
Zoom out. How do I zoom out? Fancy.
Together before summer.
Guys, Dylan, be fun. Be fun. Excited. Dylan, what do you have to say? Yeah. B-roll of Justin. Woo!